Yara, will he be alright?
Yes. Let me get to work on Malavik and Roshtok. How are your wounds?
I feel like I was hit by a horse cart.
All right. Malavik's a little too large right now, I think, for me to move.
Oh, I cancel this spell and he will return to normal size.
Very good. Perhaps we try to move into the area we were previously and just keep an eye out, just so we're not so out in the open. Yes?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
And I will...
Asilia, can you help me move him?
Yes, I will begin to shoulder him up onto, Oh, I get it now. Right, that's the Marius. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, that took me a second. I will begin to shoulder him onto my body and maneuver him to a safer spot.
All right. We'll move back into the previous room. And I will...
drag Malavik back into the room full of figureheads where they tried to avoid Draugr attention, but had a little bit of a fight before fighting some strange Verners, very large, hairy fey creatures that were able to swallow people whole.
As Yara goes about her ministrations, I will take out a cloth and try to wipe Malavik down.
So much viscera covering Malavik, it's disgusting.
Trying my best.
All right. I will go ahead and stitch any wounds that I can and try to accelerate the healing. I've treated wounds at an expert level. We'll be spending 10 minutes doing this. For 22 points of healing for both Malavik and Arashtok, due to my ward medic. Karun, do you see anything?
I can never die. God is not real. Sorry, what?
Are you keeping an eye out? Is there anything outside that we should be wary of? Or...
No, it's fine. It looks fine. I mean, as fine as, like, an exploded beehole can be.
Right. Okay. Well, if that is the case, I will continue, and spend another 10 minutes, if everyone is alright, if you will need to refocus or anything. Malavik still has some wounds, and so do I, so...
I will meditate if there is a watch. If Karun, you're doing so, I can take a moment.
Yes, I will watch.
Thank you.
We will both watch.
Thank you.
I think perhaps I should join Karun with the watching. I'll get up.
Reroll that. It was an 18.
Okay.
For another 18. So that fails. Christ.
Was the actual roll 2? 4?
I think it was 4 both times, and I have a plus 13 on these.
You just double check all of your conditions, by the way, everybody.
Oh, yes.
Because I think all of your conditions have ended by now.
I'm fatigued, so I believe that is accurate.
Well, the fatigue will have gone away by now because you put on warm clothing. Arashtok warmed everybody's clothing up.
Beautiful, thank you.
If that's the case, does that affect that in any way for the roll?
For the roll?
No.
No, I wasn't sure if it hit this roll or not.
Needed to get a 20.
I'll leave it up to you all. I can either, use my magics to heal both of us, or we can spend another 10, depending on how you're feeling, if you need to continue to refocus or anything. But I do not want to take up too much of our time.
I personally think more time is wise. If we rush in and this... the patron of this temple, I think it would be poor.
As this time goes by and the two of you continue with that, I would like to slide up next to Karoon. Hey. You doing all right?
Yes, definitely. I'm fine. I've never felt better.
What are you feeling exactly?
Immortality.
Right? Why do you think you feel this way?
Because the crossbow is alive. Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Oh, all right.
It will sense you.
Very powerful magic. Eh.
I have grown past the need for safety or comfort. My life is now in service of the crossbow.
Okay.
Until I can find a way to kill it. Rid myself of this curse.
Think that perhaps you may feel that way, but it might not extend exactly to the others, right? Perhaps
Janet
we
has
should...
tasted blood. She will taste blood again.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Joanna. Sorry, her name is Joanna. I forgot.
Karoon,
I will be punished. Yes?
are you injured? I'm
No,
almost
a
finished
little.
with Malavik.
I have a little bit of a headache. Like emotionally, I feel a little under the weather.
All right. Well, I can spend the remaining bit of time working on him and finishing this up, or I can accelerate it even further with magic and we can get going.
Let's do it.
Why don't you go make yourself comfortable as Yara looks after you? I'll keep watch here.
All right. We'll go.
All right.
Thanks.
And one last treat wounds. For 25 on Malavik and Karoon. Malavik, darling, tap his face.
No.
You all right?
Where is it?
It's dead.
I thought it would. I thought I was consumed.
You were, technically, and then Rashtok pulled some crazy shit. What even was that? Never seen you do that before, have you?
I enlarged him. I have not had the opportunity to use that spell yet.
Remarkable.
I was not sure if it would work.
I strangely feel better than I felt when I came in here. Is that your doing?
Yes, we've spent quite a bit of time healing up.
How long?
I'd say just under an hour, right?
I've been out for an hour, I'm sorry.
That's
I
all
should
right.
We kept watch. We would have woken you if needed.
I'll put my hand on Yara's shoulder. Thank you for I'll nod and stand up and look at her Rostop and thank you as well. I got a glimpse of something further down. I sense that it won't be as easy as what we just faced.
Arcelia, you saw this as well. Down where the water seems to be flowing from. It's not really a hall or a corridor, but it's reasonably close enough that you can sort of call it that, I guess. where the group had fought the Caverners, you saw a staircase and somebody looked like they were kneeling at the end of it, kind of at the edge of your vision.
Would I have gotten a sense of the frame of it? A small person, a very large person, one limber, someone strong.
Normal sized
Okay.
is the actual mechanical description. So they'd be, I think probably around 6 feet-ish tall.
Would I have seen bulk on their person, perhaps? Heavy armor or cloth?
Dress,
Dress.
greens and blues.
As Malavik mentions this, I nod to him. I saw it too.
Must proceed with caution. If those beasts were serving that person, creature, whatever it is, if they were able to, if they are the ones that did what they did to the ship and the crew, we must be on our best.
I think it was a person. I could have sworn I saw a dress or a robe of some kind.
Yes, I believe so, but in this case, normally I can sense if I should go headlong into battle or not. I was hesitant with this one. There's something off here. I suggest we see what those creatures are up to before we go into this encounter with this creature.
Indeed. Is everyone all right? Are we all ready to continue?
Yes, well
Yes.
enough.
How are you doing, Yara?
Oh, I am perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. During this time, Karoon, would you have actually
Yes.
been able to make... I don't know how long your procedures take, but if we had the time, because you were mentioning you needed to make bombs and whatnot before.
I am under the impression that I am only able to do regular alchemy in the morning. Is this right?
You can do it as part of your preparations.
Daily
So,
preparations.
So you
alright.
would have had enough time while you were like resting earlier, or as an hour or so has passed now to do that if you wanted to.
I
do
am
that.
still capable of quick alchemy.
Perfect, all right. I just wanted to make sure that if you had to do anything that you had the means to, since we had this time. But if we're all ready...
I will have to consult with Joanna.
You keep mentioning this Joanna. Who are you talking about? We do not have another companion here.
It's not important. I shouldn't have said anything.
Malavik, she keeps talking to a crossbow, I think.
Has she drank one of her potions?
I mean, she's drank many of her potions.
It explains why they're
There's
talking
no telling
to
which one.
Just play along.
Yes, of course.
All
Well,
right.
what does Joanna say then?
Joanna agrees. Merciful and beneficent Joanna says, let's go.
Fine then. I will go and see what those creatures were up to earlier. If someone wants to come with me, you can, but I will be doing it stealthily. I don't know what else is around that corner.
I will wait back. Stealth is not exactly my nature.
I will not move forward again until the rest of the group has.
I'm a little light on my feet. Do you want backup?
Having you behind me will be comforting,
Right.
but in any sense of danger, I will take the brunt of it.
All right. And what of you, Karoon? Are you coming with us, or are you going to stick behind?
I will stay behind everyone, but just behind, in case I am needed.
All right.
Right,
The
I will
leash grows longer.
Right. I will make my way around stealthily going in this direction.
And I
Okay.
will follow very close behind.
Do I need to make a stealth check again?
Yeah.
Ooh, 15.
25.
19.
Okay. You approach the area where the Caverners were first seen. There is a large water wheel that is turning pretty actively ahead of you here. The channel of water running through this room's floor passes underneath it, and it is connected to a pair of grinding stones. There is a pile of bones next to the wheel.
What were they doing over here? There were two of them here. Must be
Yes.
important.
Grindstone? Would we be able to deduce what they were making? I would assume it's like a bone meal or something.
Yeah, you don't have to make a check for that.
It appears they were grinding bones for something.
Is it
Perhaps a marking
alchemical
on
in
it?
nature? Is there a way I could detect whether or not they are using this for alchemical reasons?
I don't think so, because you have a component for something. It's like there's too many. I think there's too many branching paths that could exist.
Sure.
I mean, what you could do is you could do that and say what potentially could be made from your knowledge, if you want to do that.
Sure.
Okay. Make a crafting check.
29.
Okay. Bone meal can be used for a copious amount of things. Its primary use is fertilizer.
Alright. I will take this. Have some sample jars. We'll just scoop some of it up.
I suppose the question is, what are they grinding up? Do the bones look humanoid? Would I be able to make any sort of
Absolutely. Make a medicine check.
for that? 15, even with my plus 13.
15 is all is required for this. They're definitely humanoid bones.
Perhaps the Rex. These are humanoid in structure.
We could always stop the water wheel, break it, may alarm the one they were making this for. But then that would place them into investigating the area themselves instead of us coming to them.
They are already dead, whoever they are. It's not like we can do much.
I was speaking about the one further down. I do not think that we can take a diplomatic approach to this creature. We were told to annihilate it. But I do know that some parties in our group will probably want to understand what's going on here before we make any rash decisions. I should probably not be the one to go in.
The captain did make mention that he didn't care whatever means we used to handle it. So, I suppose we shall test the waters. Hopefully not have it thrown back in our faces, yes? But for now, let's just get a visual and see what's going on, right?
I will move up. I'll show Yara and Karun the path that I took earlier and stop at that point behind this wall. And they should be able to get the vision. Well, I don't know if Yara has dark vision, but
Low
who
light.
has low light, then maybe you'll see a silhouette. I can clearly see them. And I'll just point over there.
Oh, I
Again,
see
get
a
an odd
shape.
sense. Yes.
So
I have this feeling.
let me just clarify a little bit about what you can see. Looking down this quote-unquote corridor, you see that there is a broad chamber ahead. There is a staircase. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Towards
27.
You can both tell that the stairs are made of countless frozen bones, and it ascends to a raised balcony. There are twin fountains in the shape of water-spewing serpents that create streams of icy water that cascade down the balcony and into bone pools on either side of the stairway. Between these fountains, looming over the room like a coiling shepherd, is a massive wooden sculpture of a writhing snake eating its own tail. Yara, please make a religion check.
I was about to ask. 29.
Okay. This is indicative of a deity known as Ragadahn. Paste that for you in your chat and in our chat.
Beautiful.
And you would know that Ragadahn is known as the Water Lord, one of the eldest, a divine fey creature of tremendous power, said to be able to reshape the very fabric of the first world on a whim. He appears as a Linorm, which is kind of a cross between a sea serpent and a dragon, and that he is the father of all Linorms in the first world. This creature is, and I'm telling you all of this because you got a 29 on your religion check, is known to be of the chaotic evil alignment.
Karun Malavik, I do not think diplomacy will be an option.
That is good, for Joanna craves the sweet nectar of blood.
You see that statue there? It is a symbol of Ragadahn.
Oh, what is that?
He is known as the Water Lord. Oldest time, really. Incredibly powerful. And incredibly evil.
Then we should be smart about how we approach. Now, you said it was a water lord.
Another piece of information. Just frame your thoughts here. First world is where the eldest called home. That is also where Kanipa was.
Question. The water here is just regular water, right?
Are you testing it in some way?
May I test it?
Yeah. Make a crafting check.
27.
It's water, and there are definitely particles in there. And I think with 27, you can tell that they are probably bone.
And it is flowing away from these statues or going toward it?
Away.
Ah, alright. Thank you.
I suggest we get back to the others.
Yes.
Let them know what we've seen and then kind of come up with an approach. But whatever we do, we need to approach very carefully.
Yes, if my reading has taught me anything about followers of Ragadahn, it is this is no joke. So let us return to the others, as you've mentioned.
Yes. All right, I will take the route.
And I shall follow.
We found some intel. Go ahead.
Rashtak and I have just been standing here watching. I do see a shape in the distance there. I point out towards the stairs. Did you get a better look of anything?
Sort of. There is a chamber. Stairs made of bone that lead up to it, and a particular statue that is an ode to the Waterlord known as Ragadahn. This is a fake creature from the First World, one of the oldest Waterlords, and very incredibly evil. As would be their followers, I would assume. If they are receiving the blessing of Ragadahn, we must be careful.
So in other words, diplomacy will not work. We have to attack, and if we attack, we have to make sure it's coordinated. I feel as if I'd rather get the jump on them before they get the jump on us.
I might be able to do that for you.
Do tell.
I walk to here, just a little farther ahead. With my dark vision, am I able to see the rough outline of this creature from here?
Can you see?
Yes, at least from the vision on the map. If so, I see a little thing standing there.
Yeah.
I look back at them. I could cast lightning upon that thing from here.
Can all your spells reach from there?
Not all, but that one, yes. It would be the element of surprise, and we could prepare from this side.
I will confess that I am a bit uncomfortable with us not starting a dialogue at the very least, but I trust your judgment. If you think it's too dangerous, Malavik, Yara, I will follow your lead.
I feel uneasy, even just looking down there towards that, whoever they are, knowing what they have done to the crew in the ship and being able to control those creatures. That nearly took me out. Going off of what Yara has said, I believe that the only thing that they want to do is serve their lord. But if you do want to start a dialogue and shout out a keyword for Rashtak to cast, we can do that. We can all be hiding behind that wall. You can start the conversation with one other, and then possibly we can get the jump. But if something goes wrong, well, we do not know what they are capable of.
This is true. I'm just hesitant because not all those who serve gods and creatures of other planes do so out of willingness. There could be nuance that we don't get. begin with violence.
This is true, but be very aware of the fact that these eldest, they are essentially demigods. They can grant powers to their worshippers just the same. So please just be careful. I am all for us starting a dialogue, but be on your toes. Alright?
Yara, you said the first world.
Yes.
That is where you lost your companion, no?
Yeah.
How did the conversation of dialogue work with that one? I'm assuming that you spoke to one similar.
Murderously.
Words did not work.
Yeah. To learn a lesson twice may be fatal. But I will go along with whatever plan you want to. I will stand behind this wall up here, and I'll point to the direction and wait for a signal. I can instantly get to that area. But you need to come up with a word or something that's not obvious to the creature. I believe that this one is not going to be as simple-minded as the ones we just faced.
I looked
But we-
at Karun. How does Joanne sound? As the keyword.
Joanna supports any plan wholeheartedly if it involves the release of the sweet, warm taste of blood.
Oh. Any other suggestions?
I suggest that Karun may stay back with Orastak. That way they can consult with their crossbow god.
I do not have a crossbow god.
I meant as in Karun.
Yet,
I'm trying. I really just want to say it's a crossbow.
do not have a crossbow god yet.
You do know that when you were hitting things with that crossbow, it wasn't really destroying anything. It was merely skipping off skin, fur.
Yeah, I saw punctures.
I saw
while
some
you were
puncturing.
inside being eaten.
Punctures, really.
Yes. Look. Oh wait, no. I think there is one still in the leg over there.
That is nearly a flesh wound. Have you been drinking their potions as well?
What? I see a puncture mark.
But it doesn't eviscerate anything. It doesn't.
Yes, I eviscerated that one with you inside.
Well, some creature. Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily take a slash in order to kill something. Precision.
Joanna will overlook the comments of the unworthy.
When has the crossbow killed a creature?
Joanna has killed many times, and will kill many times again.
Okay.
You have it.
Perhaps we go
I
now.
think the audience just sees like quick cuts, like super close-ups of Joanna the hand crossbow. Looks the exact same every time. There's no any sort of reaction, but like just to kind of mimic what happened with the capstan swabby.
I will begin to move forward and try to be as quiet as I can to get as close as I can before I alert this being.
Alright, so we're taking positions. I guess I will stealth my way around to this point. I will leap across. If I have to make any checks, I will. To about here. But, I mean, that's just the path I've taken. Or I will be taking.
Okay.
I will also go up and around the water wheel to this side. With any
I will be
stealth
sticking
checks
close.
needed.
I will be sticking close to Arcelia.
Are you all trying to be stealthy, or are you moving
Yes.
normally?
This,
I am, definitely.
Being quiet.
Okay.
this is not going to go well for me.
Natural 20 for 28.
25.
23.
15.
I'm gonna
Okay.
reroll that.
It's good that you're the one talking.
Yep. Yeah. 13.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Excuse me, I'm lost.
So I think what happens here is I'm doing a sort of a group check. By the way, it's not like it's pitiful stealth roll. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, because I don't like it's almost the reverse of when people are like, I failed my roll. Can I roll? I'd like to roll. And it's like you have 5 chances for success now. Where this is kind of the opposite, right? Where it's like, oh, there's 5 chances for failure now, right? I don't really like to do that. So I try and take a general average of the rolls when we do these group roll kind of things. But you all sort of move across and Arcelia, you kind of like catch yourself. You totally like miss the next plank to like put your foot down, and you stick your boot like in the icy cold water, and it's like you catch yourself as you're trying to stop the that instinctual yelp from the cold, and you see Malavik sort of creeping up to this area. There's still no reaction.
Try to get a bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to make my way across here. See, there's a break in the water.
I do want to clarify, I am holding Sudden Bolt for the moment that there is any sort of hostility.
Okay.
And I will release it upon the Naiad the moment there is hostility.
Sure.
I will be keeping my shield raised.
Right, and
Joanna craves release.
I will try to make my way around this fortification as gracefully as I can and try to hop up onto the steps.
Arcelia, you sort of like hop across, this running water, and the ice flows. Making your way up. As the chamber opens up a little bit, you can see that there is a path on the southern side of the room leading to some other area. But ahead of you, you can see this creature kneeling. As you approach the stairs, they, still kneeling, still praying, they say, "And who has entered the temple of the Water Lord?"
I will bow from the hips, extending out an arm, embracing some of the courtly graces that I've been trained under. I will say, I am Marcelia of the Burning Sun clan. I was hoping to have an audience with you.
Intriguing. For what purpose do you ask for this audience?
You are Pholebis, are you not?
I am a servant of the Water Lord. My name is Pholebis. Indeed. How do you know this?
I will speak plainly. I have come across a band of seafaring individuals that seem to be trapped.
Yes. There are many that travel through these wrecks that become wrecks themselves.
Yes. One such group, they have taken your influence as punishment. Perhaps justly so, from what they've told me. They were pirates. Is this the reason that you punish them?
I must make one thing clear to you. She now stands and turns towards you. You see I'm going to paste this in our Discord. And hopefully I have a handout for this as well. I think I made one. So I can show chat.
Wait!
I
Oh!
mean, wait, I kind of want to just.
Chaotic evil, remember chaotic evil, remember chaotic evil.
Aren't you glad that we started a conversation? I mean, anything's
Mommy.
possible.
The true reason behind Arcelia's desire to start conversation.
Hey girl, what up?
Mm-hmm. She stands and turns, and you can see some of the water from the fountain sort of flowing around the bottom of her dress. And she turns towards you and says, I am merely a servant of the Water Lord. I do as he wishes.
Is there any way that we can make an appeal to your lord to free these individuals?
Please
They
make a
do have-
diplomacy check. And then you can role play out the results.
Absolutely. Here we go, plus 12. Don't fail me now. Yeah! Ooh, 28.
She's
Perhaps
listening intently.
an appeal of some kind. I do know that Fey kind have an affinity for contracts. I will pull from my robes the very contract that the captain signed, as witnessed by her companions. Here, the captain has signed perhaps your lord might see to releasing them.
I believe unbeknownst to you, you have already done me a service. There were creatures that sought to disturb my lord's temple. You have already dealt with them. I believe that we can come to an understanding. I am, after all, of the opinion, being a, how did you phrase it? Fey creature. That gifts do not exist. Everyone bargains for something. This is the bargain that you would like to make.
What would your lord ask of us in return for their freedom?
for killing these Werner that belong to the Lantern Lord. I will give you the knowledge that you seek. You will leave this place and never return. Is this amenable?
I look over my shoulder to Yara.
Does the
Malavik,
Lantern Lord ring any bells?
first things first, Malavik,
Mhm.
please make me a perception check.
30.
Okay. Malavik, as you're trying to stay extremely vigilant on the edge of your tippy toes, ready to leap into any sort of situation that might occur, something catches your eye. It is a difficulty of 30 to notice this.
Oh, well.
So you just barely made that.
Crap.
You see the water that is coming out of the southern fountain is not really moving in the normal way that the fluid dynamics would work in this kind of situation. It's not flowing at the same speed as the other fountain. And just for a moment, you think you see something moving in the water, or the water itself is moving. Maybe you saw some kind of face in the water?
Okay. I will just look back at Arashtak and I'll make motion. That kind, like just showing that they may be in big danger. So
You would just see kind of small crackles firing between his claws. It's been held there. He's not doing anything. It's just showing he's ready.
So I will motion to the fountain, not the Naiad. I will just motion. I'll just do like shapes. And if he gets it, he gets it. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Sorry, I misspoke. It's the Lantern King, not the Lantern Lord, sorry. Yara, make a religion check.
$26.
You don't know as much about the Lantern King as Ragadahn, but Lantern King, you know, is another of the eldest. It would probably be somebody in comparable power to Ragadahn.
Aha!
I think
I
you
see.
heard something about this deity, and again, this is it's a negligible difference that you had in your rolls, but I think it's just different enough that you don't know as much info. You heard something about the Lantern King being some kind of trickster god.
Would I have any sort of concept of morality on the spectrum of
Not
perhaps
sure.
their followers?
I think
Ooh.
the fact that they're a trickster god would lend you to believe that they are chaotic in nature.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there is a feud between two of the eldest. I see.
Can I interject really quick?
In what way?
I would like to.
Is this a Frank or a Malavik interjection?
This is a Malavik. I would like to say that I do have a bond with Arcelia. I would have said this earlier, but Arcelia was not here last week. She could see flashes of what I see. Would she have seen a flash of what I have witnessed, since it would have sparked an emotion of like urgency.
Yeah, I mean, between the two of you, yeah. You get a
Okay.
feeling of emotions and an image. They're very quick. Whenever
Yeah.
you have these moments, they last a few seconds at most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you would get the feeling of urgency, like, I feel like that person is lying and something's about to happen. And you'll get the image of what I see.
Arcelia,
Yes.
make me... I will take a few different potential roles here, and I think I know that you will most likely choose esoteric lore for this role, because I don't think you have anything else that you can really do here. Let's see. I will take... a perception check or an esoteric lore. I think those are the only two I can let you roll for this. Maybe occultism? Maybe?
I will do esoteric because I have a plus 12. 26.
Okay. You know at least this much about fey creatures. Bargains are taken very seriously. And they are at the pinnacle of their nature. So I think you would know that if a bargain is struck, they will stick to the letter of it.
Very good. So they have offered to just set them free because we have taken care of these creatures.
Pholebis has said that she will give you the knowledge that you require.
Knowledge we require. All right. Yara, did you want to say something as I look back at you?
Well, I suppose the only thing of note is that this Lantern Lord is another eldest. A trickster sort. I am uneasy about this.
I am too. From the image that Malvik was able to telepathically link to me, am I able to divine that it is coming from the right fountain?
From the southern one, yeah.
I will say out. Perhaps we shall consider your offer. I do find myself quite distracted. There's something there in the water. And I'll gesture right to it. What is it?
A slow smile creeps across Pholebis' face. She motions towards the fountain, and the waterfall begins to take shape. You see this waterfall begin to coalesce and begin to form into a rough approximation of some kind of creature. Water begins to take shape and move. Flows into the water down below the fountain. And you can see that it regards all of you as it moves around. Pholebis says, "A guardian gifted to me by my lord."
A fine one, then.
It is known as the Fist of Ragadahn. I think I will take a performance check or a perception check again, Arcelia.
Performance?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do perception. Wow.
Natural one.
I'm going to use my last hero point. 23.
I think you recognize this as performing several. I think this is a performance, okay? And this is a showing of power of this creature, and to let you know that regardless of your attempts to sneak up on Pholebis, she is prepared for that eventuality.
Perhaps. All right. So I see this display of power, and it is impressive. Does this strike me with fear? Does this strike me with a sense of overwhelming? Am I able to see through the veil? Is it perhaps buffered or more boisterous than?
You can make an esoteric lore roll. This is you judging. Another bad
16,
roll.
unfortunately.
Okay. You don't really know anything about naiads, and you don't really know anything about whatever this creature is.
Sounds impressive, huh?
I mean, it looks impressive. The water has just sort of come alive. There's a rough approximation of a face and arms that sort of hang at its sides, and as it moves, and it is quite large. At least the size of those caverners.
This is a weighty decision. Yara, perhaps we should ask for more opinions.
Certainly. I do believe that would be useful. I'll look over towards Malevich.
Did I hear all of this?
It's up to you.
I am not quiet about any of it.
Okay.
No.
Even though she knows I'm here, I don't want to speak.
You're only about 15 feet away.
Okay. Well, since they already know that we are here, because the water apparently knew, I will say, you must know the details about this. I'll step up and say, you must know the details about this bug, and you need to know that it will cover what we came here to do in the first place. And if it does, do know, Arcelia, I do know that you have these morals that you go by. It does not stop what would happen after we leave this place. This place will be filled with more bones. This place will be, outside of this place will be expanding, more than likely. When it comes to what we've seen on our way here, if you can live with that, the thought that you had a chance to maybe put it into what is happening. If you can live with that, then we move on. As the Naiad says, But if you cannot, well, you know what I do.
I want to clarify, not just from the beautiful artwork, but for most of you, this is probably the most beautiful creature you have ever seen in your lives.
I'm trying not to look at it.
Oh, I keep looking at her.
There's a reason why I'm trying not to look at it, because I did pay attention very closely to what the captain has said about this creature. So when I am talking, I am looking straight ahead towards this area over here.
Her beauty is incomparable to the majesty of Joanna.
No, Cloaca.
True. Oh,
It's me and the Rashtak with the hand beam, and mine is her beauty is incomparable to the majesty of Joanna, and yours is no cloaca.
I look to Yara and I have a tortured look on my face.
Do you recall the ships along the way, Arcelia?
Perhaps we should introduce them to Joanna, then.
That is your
Perhaps we should.
decision.
Lightning's gonna go off.
Oh dear. As it
Okay.
happens, I will rage as
I
soon
will
as I hear
note.
the crackle.
I'm sending it at the water elemental.
You do not have line of sight on it.
Oh, I don't. Okay. Well, then it's at the Naiad.
Okay.
I'm
Now,
sweating. Oh, my
As she said Joanna as well, if possible, I would have liked to cast Forbidding Ward on Arcelia, designated against that.
Oh, hold up. Everybody's like, I would like to cast level 9 Fireball.
Forbidding Ward's not a level 9
Yeah.
firebolt,
Yeah.
it's a cantrip!
Here's what's
I
going
would
to
like
happen.
to
There's a
say-
reason why. There's a reason why initiative exists. I would like you all to please select your tokens and roll initiative.
Yeah, we technically didn't sneak up on her, so I get it.
I
You
did
did
have a
not.
prepared action, but I know we're doing different things for the moment.
Oh, I got
It's a
30.
perception based.
So I guess we're all perception, not stealth.
This is perception. Yeah.
Ooh, a 30.
Okay.
Well, she rolls a 46. Wait, did I not click on the thing? I don't see the initiative tracker.
I haven't put it up yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm setting up the boss music, Malavik.
Oh, no problem. I just wanted to make sure. Now, I would like to say, while you do that, Malavik would have never suggested what I did, I should say.
Oh yeah, what's about
I
to
only
happen is
did that-
completely Arcelia's fault.
Well, I only did it because I'm bonded with Arcelia and I can feel her emotions as well. So I knew
I
that
get it.
she would not live with the fact
Throw
that
in Arcelia under the bus, guys.
I mean, it
It's
ain't my
okay.
fault. She made the bond.
It's
It's true.
okay. I'm sure this is fine. Okay. You have given a signal in the form of Joanna. Let's see. Is everybody's initiative showing up correctly? Because I'm not sure if I cleared it after the Caverner fight.
Mine is. Yes.
Mine is.
Yeah, double check all your numbers there.
Karun, yours
Mine
is
says
not.
10. Yeah, mine should be
So just-
20.
Okay. Well, just so you are aware, you can always click on your
And change
Here we
it.
change it. There you go.
I got it.
Okay. First things first. Arashtak.
Yes.
You are unleashing a spell on the Naiad Queen, Pholebis.
Yes.
Give it a shot.
Oh, I will. It's sudden bolt, so it's not you rolling it. Boy, I hope it hits.
Okay.
That's a fucking
21
crit.
reflex for the queen.
It's not a crit. That is just
No,
one
that's
of the
good
damage, dice.
damage. Yes.
One of the damage dice was good. It was a 4D something.
40, 12.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a 12 on one of them. Alrighty. Oh boy. Okay. And that's a 21 reflex save?
Correct, yes.
Uh-huh. It's a 38. I believe that is a critical save.
Yep.
So there's no damage. Nothing happens. So, Arashtak, why don't you describe how spectacularly this fails?
Yeah, I attempt to call lightning down in here, as I always do. It sparks out. There is so much water, it begins to dissipate and conduct into all of the water instead, nullifying it entirely.
Amusing. Now we return to regular turn order. Arcelia, it's your turn.
Oh, God. All right. I will start off with a cheeky exploit to vulnerability.
Okay.
I will make my
Esoteric lore,
esoteric
please.
a 30.
Ooh, a 30. Let's see if that works. It does. Arcelia.
Is it?
It is not a crit. Okay.
I get to learn of its highest weakness or one of its highest weaknesses.
And what else?
That's it.
Cold iron.
All right. As I begin to pull the Morning Star out, Yara's Morning Star specifically, I reach into my component pouch and I pull out a fine dust. And as I begin to smear it across the face of the weapon, I shout out, "Cold iron!" And it will now be empowered.
Very
And
well.
I'm just gonna run up and try to hit them.
Okay. To Pholebis?
And yeah.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. I'll move here for my second action, and for my final action, I will swing. Ugh. For a 20.
20. She sidesteps.
All right. That will be the end of my turn, unfortunately.
Okie dokie. Malavik.
I will. I know what Arcelia is expecting me to do, but I'm not about to get hit in the back by that thing. I am going to. Man. Okay, whatever. I'm going to go here. I'm going to regret it. But I
Can't
will.
wait for the green room today. I'm so excited.
Listen, you're making your own choices, okay? I didn't want to be close to the elemental, which is why I went here. You don't have to go there if you don't want to. That's your choice.
If you're curious about what the green room is, you can head on over to our merch store. And if you are a member on our merch store, you can watch green room episodes, which are basically us chatting after a show is done. We record immediately after a show is done to have a chat about the session and how things are going. Yes, Malvik, sorry, continue.
I don't want to be here, but I already made the commitment. That makes... Pholebis, is that their name?
Pholebis, yes.
Okay, it makes them flat-footed, I hope. And I will swing. I'm pretty sure it is not weak to fire at all, or resistant to fire if it's made of water, but I will try anyway.
You are attacking Pholebis or the Fist of Ragadahn?
I'm definitely attacking Pholebis. It was flat-footed for the first attack. $26.
Okay, and how much of your damage is fire?
4. Well, if it's not resistant, it's just a regular 2.
It is.
Depending on how much resistance they have.
They have a resistance of 10 to fire.
Okay, then it nullifies the fire damage. Then it'd just be a regular raging attack of 2.
Okay. So, what is
So you take 2
the
from that.
translation of the 17?
It'll just be 15.
15.
Damage.
Okay. Yeah. So, you strike out towards Pholebis with a 26 to hit. They are flat-footed. That is just barely a hit.
That's it? No, nothing? Okay, That was my third action, so I am done.
Okie dokie. It's Pholebis' turn. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Never done this before. Okay. Yara, Arcelia, Malevich, please make a will save.
A crit.
Is this a spell?
Nope.
Alright, excellent. I was just asking because of a thing.
16.
23.
This is labeled as an aura, an emotion, an enchantment, mental, primal, and visual.
Primal is a spell school.
So then I guess it will be a spell.
That's the spell school I use. That's why I know that.
Alright, so then I would use Arashchuk's Root Magic Pouch, which gives me a +2, so that'll be 25 instead.
Okay, you fail. Arcelia fails. Oh boy. Here we go. Arcelia, you critically fail.
Dang.
You are stunned 1 for this turn. And whenever you begin your turn within a certain range of this creature.
Okay.
That's right off the bat. One, let me just double check for stunned what that means.
There you go.
I know slow removes an action.
So does stunned, it looks
Yeah.
like.
Stun overrides slow, so it's a better slow. Let's see. Each time, stun usually includes a value, a total how many actions you lose, possibly over multiple turns. Yes. Each time you regain actions, reduce the number of actions you regained by your stun value, then reduce your stun value by the number of actions you lost. If you were stunned 4, you'd lose all 3 of your actions, reducing you to stunned 1. On your next turn, you would lose 1 more action. So, at the beginning of your turns, restarts at stunned 1.
Okay.
So you lose an action?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yep. That's a freebie from her. Then let's see. I think what we're gonna do then. Oh, I'm sorry. This is one action. I apologize. And so I'm sorry. I goofed here. This is a she's going to use all 3 actions and cast this on each of you close to her. I don't want to be unfair because it is 1 action each time she does this. I goofed there. It's like there's 2 descriptions for the spell in different places. That's why I lost. If
it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
I didn't. It wouldn't go past you because this game is hard.
Yeah.
And for those of us that failed normally, what is applied? Is it the stunned as well?
Yeah, I'm finding that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. There is no critically failing this, so I think I'll make one up. We're gonna say that you're stunned 2, Arcelia.
Very good.
Okay. So that's all of her actions. Karun, it's your turn.
It is not Karun's turn. It is Joanna's turn.
Okay.
This creature, the lizard or serpent, she's made of water, is she not?
Pholebis?
Yes. She look watery?
She's got water flowing around the bottom of her dress.
Alright, I probably shouldn't try to burn her then.
You would have seen Malavik and his sword like lighting on fire, and it just got swallowed up by the water.
Sure. Well, that's a lot of alchemy that doesn't apply from me. Alright. So instead of that, I will quick craft a.
You know when you watch
listen-
anime and somebody says like, "This is a bad matchup for you."
Yeah.
This is a bad
That's
matchup.
right. Yeah. I will conduct a quick crafting of Lesser Dread Ampule, which gives me 1 Lesser Dread Ampule. However, I have a feat that says, it says any item you create on the fly is particularly potent. When you use quick alchemy to create an infused alchemical item, it allows for a saving throw. You can change its DC to your class DC. Does that help me in any way here?
Say that one more time.
I can change the if this allows for a saving throw, if my Dread Ampule allows for a saving throw, then I can change its DC to my class DC.
Okay.
Does that help me?
Well, I don't know. What's the DC for your class?
My class DC is 21.
Okay. And let's
I'm
see
unfamiliar
here.
with the saving throw mechanic.
And this is a lesser dread ampule?
That's right.
Okay. when you hit with the Lesser Dread Ampule, the target becomes frightened 1, frightened 2 on a critical. And it's mental that this is doing here. This is a good question. This is a question for our Pathfinder people out there that have a lot of knowledge about this. It's kind of tough keeping track of all these saving throws. So normally, I would assume that the Dread Ampule is being... It's just labeled as an automatic hit when you actually hit with the flask. Now, do the creatures also have to make an additional saving throw for the frightened effect? Yeah, see, I don't... T.Terror says requires a 2-hit roll, so you don't think save DC, class DC matters. So I don't think it matters in this case. I think you just... If you hit it, you hit it.
Alright. Well, good. Then I will move to here. I used Quick Alchemy to create it, move to here, and then throw it.
So that's
Wait a minute. That's
Sorry?
a pretty long distance.
Sorry, 30. It's I have a movement speed of 30.
Right. I'm talking about the distance to throw it. So if you're
It's
chucking
30
it...
as
yeah,
well, right?
You have 20 normally? I don't know what it is.
I thought it was 30.
It's 20 normally. I don't know if you have any extra bullshit that increases it. You can throw it past. It just gets more difficult.
I don't think I have any, Yeah, I don't think I have anything to let me do that. But, sure, I will... Can I attempt to throw it past?
Yeah. You can absolutely. You roll like normal. It's just you're going to take a penalty. I think it's a 5 for each extra 5 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
I think it's increments of your range is -2 per increment, is what we saw before.
So it's -2 for each additional 5 feet?
No,
So
-2 would be for
-4
each.
total?
20.
I don't think it's 20. That's ridiculous. There's no way that that's correct.
Let's see. Range and thrown weapons
So
incremented. You take no penalty. If you're attacking beyond the range increment, take a -2 penalty for each additional increment. Beyond that, the first throw is the first range increment. So yes, -2 per increment, and that would be 20.
So she can throw this 100 feet if she wants,
Wait, really?
and then it's just
Up
going
to
be
6 increments away is the maximum. So yes,
Holy
actually,
shit.
it would be -10 at that point, or
Yeah.
20, or -12, I think, for the 6. But yes,
Okay. All right.
All right.
I didn't
Then
know
I
you
will
were.
throw from here.
I didn't know you were like Brett Farving these. Like that's crazy. Okay. All right. That's another piece of alchemist lore we're learning as we go here, folks. All right. Fucking crazy. Yeah, I mean, like you can apparently shot put these fucking things. You're just gonna take a penalty. So yeah, this will basically -2 on this roll. You rolled a natural 1, however.
That's
I
fine.
assume you're not re-rolling this.
It was never going to hit, but the splash damage will be enough, yes?
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
So this mental splash damage, sort of spreads outwards around this creature. And let's see. Now, here's another question for our Pathfinder people. The splash damage, because I want to make sure we're doing this right moving forward. And there's a lot of stuff to remember here. The mental splash damage, does that affect the frightened condition as well? I would assume not. I would assume you would have to hit to make that happen. I think it's just the damage, correct?
Well, if
That
it's
would be my
fire,
thought,
then
too.
they are on fire.
So it doesn't apply.
Does not.
yeah, you have to hit. It does say that specifically.
And this is not persistent. So this is just your AoE damage, basically, that goes off here.
All right. Well, the splash damage is I can cause the splash damage to deal an equal amount of damage to my intelligence modifier, but it seems like I dealt 6 damage from the roll, so I don't know which one counts.
It's just the splash.
All right.
Because you missed with the roll.
Yes, I
Oh,
think
I
we
see.
need to add the actual level of splash damage so that it's not just showing 1, and that'll make it less confusing
Correct.
for you.
I see.
So the
All right,
4
so,
from your intelligence modifier.
My intelligence modifier is 4. So it deals 4 splash damage.
Yeah, so as this splashes, you can see the sort of smoke like sort of like climb up Pholebis's body and sort of like enter in through her nose for a moment. She sort of like coughs it out, shakes her head.
Fear me.
Her gaze turns towards you.
And that is my turn.
Rasha.
Yes. Beginning to prepare reach spell for my first action and call out, "Who wants haste?" There's no immediate response. It's going to Malavik.
Oh, flip
it
my
on.
braids.
And that is 60-foot range with reach.
Yes.
You are now hasted for 1 minute, also known as 10 rounds. Which I believe in this case would end at, the end of whatever 10 rounds you have. So, have fun. You get an extra action for movement or striking.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yep. So
That is my turn.
Malavik starts looking like a character from Final Fantasy, just like
Speed up.
yep. You're like standing,
Yeah.
just bobbing up and down way quicker. Okay. Malavik has just taken some cocaine. Is that it for your turn?
Magic
Or Rashta?
cocaine. Yes, that is my turn.
Yara.
All right. Well, this is quite terrifying. I am seeing this fist of Ragadahn, and I am aware of how evil this thing probably fucking is. Is there any way? And I will pat myself down until I find the flute that Adronis gave me quite some time ago. And I will attempt to flute of charm this creature, this fist of Ragadahn. It will be, I believe, a performance check versus... let me see what this creature's thing is. I'll post it in a moment.
By the way,
a will save.
the helpful buffs are at the very bottom of the little conditions section for you guys. I just popped some of those on for you.
I will re-roll that, which was
Okay.
a 17, using my last hero point for a 28. It must make a will save.
Okay. And this was on the Fist of Ragadahn?
It was.
Okay. Let me double check here. Nothing happens.
Yes, it can be charmed.
Oh, all right. So it cannot be charmed, but that was not any sort of critical failure or anything, so the flute still remains?
Mhm. Yep.
Excellent. All right, well, I suppose that's my turn.
I think we see, Yara playing the flute, and, there's this, beautiful melody that comes out. There's zero reaction from the creature.
Ah, fuck, I don't think this thing can be charmed!
It's probably a construct! Or elemental or something!
Oh, I thought this thing worked on all creatures! Fuck!
Okay. Anything else? You only
Nope,
have 2
that's
actions.
my turn. I was stunned.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and it's re-upped, basically. Okay. The Living Waterfall, known as the Fist of Ragadahn. will flow along the waters nearby, sees two creatures that are attacking Pholebis, and will flow back up to the balcony here, and will then strike at Malavik. Oh, actually, it can do a few different cool things here. Let's see. Wow, this isn't even an action. Okay. Malavik, you are covered in water. You are drenched. Any fire that you have going on is put out.
What is this?
You can make a... I guess this will be a will save.
19.
Okay. Yes, your magical fire is put out. Okay. And then, let's see here. It will then... You begin to see the water that is moving around the area near your feet. And this goes for... Yara, Arcelia, Malavik. All of the water here in this area begins to move and starts to sort of begin to swirl in vortex-like ways. Okie dokie. Malavik, you are flat-footed as this creature will now try to strike you with a wave.
Flat-footed. 1.
27 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. No crit.
Okay. For 19 bludgeoning damage. And it will
16.
pull you 5 feet.
13. Okay, pull me 5 feet.
Yep. Oh, sorry, too far. There you go. And let's see here. Okay. Alrighty. You are basically occupying the same space as this creature, as it has pulled you in. And then this will be its second action, as it will try and basically crash down upon you again. A 12 to hit is a miss, basically. You basically, I think in this case, you just kind of stand your ground. And you're not like thrown to the ground.
I've already been eaten once.
Right.
I prepare myself. I'm no longer flat-footed, by the way.
You're still in water as this is happening.
Gotcha.
So you're holding your breath right now while you are inside this this living waterfall. Arcelia, it's your turn.
Very good. I am stunned too, so I only have one action this turn. I will use it to try to swing my Morning Star. 17.
Baffled by this creature's beauty, she stares at you the whole time. You are reticent to harm such beauty.
I am shaking where I'm standing as I try to will my body forward. The Morning Star, it swings way too far. That will be the end of my turn.
You are now stunned 1.
Very good.
Don't know how we've managed to put double the icons, but that might, it works. Okay, Malavik, it's your turn.
So, to my understanding, I need to escape this thing, correct? Or can I still attack while I'm in it?
You can try to attack, yeah. I mean, you just can't breathe while you're in there.
Okay. I will burst forth from it. Is that athletics?
You can just walk.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was grapple or anything. All right, yeah, I will get the hell out of there. And move here. And I will swing upward towards...
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Okay, you're all good.
All right. This is be regular rage attack since my fires have been put out. A 29.
Okay, and this is against Pholebis.
Yes.
Okay, so 29 is a hit. Now, Malavik, is your weapon cold iron?
It is not.
Okay.
Regular greatsword.
Foolish creature! I will make you regret that.
Did it hurt? And I'll do it again. That was kind of hard. 21.
Is a miss.
Okay, I have two different. I have a 2, 8,
Much
1,
like
2, 3.
flow of water. She just steps out of the way, seeing this second strike this time.
Then I will use my last action to.
You moved already. That was your last
I
action.
get 4 because I'm.
Oh, you're
hasted.
hasted. Yes.
Yes.
Now, haste is for movement and attacks? Is that
Should
correct?
be. You get a whole extra action.
Well, Arash, I'm asking Arash talk.
Oh.
Yes, haste gives either an extra strike or stride.
Okay.
Oh.
So movement or attack.
So your movement, yeah, or attack, exactly.
Okay, so I can move. I will move over here. Wait, actually, there. And prep myself. And I'm moving there to really just protect Yara and if I need to. But away from
let's see if Pholebis has reactions that she can use here, because fuck you guys. Nope. Alright. Malavik moves away. Is that it for your turn, Malavik?
Yeah, as I move around, I say, get a hold of yourself. And that'll be it.
I'm trying.
Pholebis. Okie dokie. Oh no! Okay. Oh shit! Oh boy. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be fun. Oh man, I'm excited about this. Okay. Here we go. You see Pholebis raise her hands up in similar gestures to the way that Arashtak did when he cast haste upon Malavik. And she will cast this upon herself. And then...
Wait, I might have a response. Nope, never mind. It's not a concentration spell.
Okie dokie. That's one action. That's 2 actions. She's got 2 actions. She looks at you, Arcelia, and she says, "Come now. I'm sure we can come to an understanding." And as she does, she will cast Charm upon you. Please make a will save.
Okay. Is this by any chance a concentrate, manipulate, or move action?
Enchantment, emotion, incapacitation, and mental.
Okay, so that is no. Will save. Here we go. 21.
That is a fail. A regular success. You become friendly towards her. You can't use hostile actions against her.
All right.
That is it for her turn.
You could be like a mean friend. You could build up her self-esteem only to rip it out from under her.
I want to ask one clarifying question. I am so sorry.
Sure.
If she cast haste on herself, she could not have done that.
Well, does
If it's
haste?
haste.
Haste gives
Haste
an
is
extra
stride
action.
and strike. That's it, not an extra action.
Ah, good point. Okay, sorry. Let's retcon that, Arcelia. Thank you for the clarification there, Arashta.
Of course.
Okay. If that is the case, then.
I mean, I'm still charmed, but, you know, not mechanically.
Different kind, yes.
Okay. And let's do... Let's do this. She's going to move. And she will step into the fountain of water.
As she moves, I think I can do this. As a reaction.
This is, I believe, the stride action.
Okay. Is that different from a move action?
Sorry, a step. This is a step.
Ah, okay.
So
Never
5
mind.
feet without triggering reactions.
Yes. Very good.
Okay. As she steps into the water, you can see the water begin to flow up from her dress. Start to fill up any wounds that she has. You can see them begin to slowly heal. That's it for her turn. Haroon.
Do I see anything in this room mechanical in nature? Is there any indication of perhaps the water is being pumped in here or is being moved around by mechanical means? Is there a way for me to cut off the supply of water?
There are
Is my
2
ultimate goal.
fountains, essentially, that you see. Well, 3, really. Actually, hold on. Let me get the clarification, because the map shows the sort of snake devouring its own tail kind of thing, and that's a fountain. Or the altar, rather. Okay,
The
so yes,
water is clearly draining somewhere, which means it's coming in from somewhere.
Well, these 2 spots here there's snake. There's essentially like snake sculptures that are spewing out the water there.
Is it possible for me to find a way to plug them or destroy them?
You can always try.
I would like to try this.
Okay, and in what way are you trying to do this?
I would like to try to plug it up.
Yes. How are you doing that? I would like to try to plug it up, okay?
With a plug.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see what I've got. I've got an any tool. Do you suppose there's some sort of spigot? Or valve?
That's a great question. Let's double check. I mean, the any tool can become any set of tools. Traveler's any tool. It transforms into any simple tool. So I think I will definitely allow a spigot.
All right. Great.
You have a spigot in your hand.
All right. I would like to attempt to install it.
Great.
Like an
You are
elven
super
plumber.
far away.
All right. I will take the cheetah elixir.
Okay.
I will take the cheetah elixir. This one.
Uh-huh.
Which grants me a +10
So
to my
we'll-
speed, which...
Just to break this
Oh, yeah.
down for you, this will take you
Yes.
one action to transform the any tool into the tool
Okay.
that you desire, and
Good.
then you can move, and you can drink the elixir. That would be 3 actions.
I will transform the any tool, drink the elixir, and then move. Because then
Right,
I can
right.
move all the way there.
Right. That's fine.
All right. Then I will move all the way there to 40
Sure.
feet.
Okay. So you rush past Yara and Malavik and Arcelia, and you see Karun take a mad dash past you. Yara sort of shoves you out of the way, jumps up the steps, and rushes over towards the fountain. She's got something in her hand. Okay.
Destroy the fountains, maybe.
Arashta.
You don't say that out loud, right?
I think she
No,
did. I think she did.
I don't yell it though. I just say it casually as I'm running past.
By the way, destroy the fountain. Taps you on the shoulder. Malavik, you as well, destroy the fountain.
Arashta,
And
it's
that's
your
my
turn.
turn.
Oh, gods. All right. The first thing I do...
Cannot
double check.
wait for the green room today. Oh my god.
Yep. I move myself. Is that far enough? No. Can I actually do that? Hold on. I don't think I can move as far as the others. Let me see, because if so... Shit. Alright, I can't do that, but I can take one more movement, and is this cover right here, by the way?
Yeah, that would be.
That's a wall.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Is there space for me to stand behind it? I know it's a little weird on the
Yeah,
map.
I mean
that's why I'm
you're kind of
checking.
just pressed up against it.
Okay, that's what I'm indicating here. And then I cast Life Boost on Malavik. 4 rounds of 6 healing. It'll start at the beginning of your turn.
Actually, I wouldn't be like, I'd be like,
the bugs begin to swarm around you and inject you with liquids and curatives that I have made within myself.
Just accept it.
Yara.
Injecting you with the good bug juice.
It's me already.
Well, was there anything else on your turn in Roshtok?
There was 2 movements and that action. That is all I can do.
All right. Well, we are in a bit of a pickle. So I will go ahead and I will shake myself to the ready, as this creature has stunned me with its beauty. It's difficult to focus. But then my eyes are going to flash blue as I'm overwhelmed by visions of the future and the image of strings in my mind. I search through them, and I pluck one in particular. And I send this while making eye contact with the creature, the Pholebis, to send her an image of the most horrific doom for her. As I cast Impending Doom, she must make a will save.
Alrighty. .23, so this is a success. The creature is unaffected for 1 round. On the second round, it becomes flat-footed. And on the third round, it becomes frightened 1. At the end of the third round, it takes half the damage. I have no idea how to keep track of that, so I will use the insanity icon.
You.
And I will put a 3 on it. That's for my insanity, for keeping track of all the conditions.
What the fuck does that do again? I just read it. I don't understand.
Yeah, so a success. So the first round, nothing happens. Second round, she becomes flat-footed. And then the final round, she becomes frightened 1, and then takes 12 damage.
And I would assume this would be on my turns, or would it be on hers, do you think? It doesn't specify.
I think it's on hers.
All right. That's fine either way.
Is that it for your turn?
That is all I can do, yes.
Okay. Alrighty. The Fist of Ragadahn will flow down the water, swimming the whole way towards you, Yara. Rushing towards you. You see these rolling waves then bursting forth from the water. This Fist of Ragadahn will try and smash you with a wave. That's a 33 to hit, Yara.
I believe that is a critical.
Oh boy. That's for 28 bludgeoning damage. You get slammed down hard on the ground, Yara, and pulled into the water.
Oh, my favorite thing! I love this!
Right into the ice water. That should be fine. Okay. And then it will try and smash you again. A 19 to hit.
Does not hit.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Just you're getting sort of spun around like in this vortex of water. You just see things swirling above you. You can barely make out the shape of this creature, but you manage to like use your legs to sort of push off against some of the ice flow and stop yourself from being smashed into the ice wall underneath the water. Arcelia, it's your turn.
Oh God. I will.
You all probably heard Yara like yelp out and then sploosh into the water. She's gone.
I will shout out, Malavik, help Yara! and trying to steel myself against this unnatural charisma of this creature, I try again to swing my Morning Star. 20.
Unfortunately, that is a miss as you try and strike Pholebis. Again, just like water, he gently moves out of the way.
In a desperate attempt, I attempt a backswing. 15.
I even offered you a bargain. And as she says this, you're questioning if it's even worth the fight, and you just miss.
I miss again. And unfortunately, it's too much. I cannot use my last action as I am stunned.
Yep. Malavik, it's your turn.
Battling between the idea of helping Isaiah. I turn my look away from her and run towards Yara. And I'm like, yeah! And sudden charge towards this Fist of Ragadahn, and I will use sudden charge and attack at the same time. And I will post that. Did that go through? Yes. Alright. 15.
Okay, you sudden charge towards the Fist of Ragadahn, living waterfall.
Just to the stairs, yes.
Oh, to the
This
stairs.
area right here.
Yeah.
That should be right here.
Okay. Yep. Okay. A 15, unfortunately, isn't going to help you very much. You try to strike. This Fist of Ragadahn hasn't, like, fully formed back up after attacking Yara, and as it's sort of swirling around, you misjudge where to hit it and just swing through the air.
Oof. Okay, let me ask you a question. Is there any way, I have 3 actions left. Is there any way I can run through, grab Yara, and move her out of it?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not. You gotta spend some actions to do that.
Well, if I run through 1, grab
You
her
would tumble
2.
through. That is the thing in this game, remember?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so you...
If I
you
do
would-
that's 1.
She's underwater. I will give you a massive circumstance penalty if you want to try that. You can definitely try it, though.
I believe the optimal thing right now is to attack it. She can always swim out. All right. And I'm sorry. Never mind. In character, I'm raging. I wouldn't even think that far.
There's a lot of times I'm stuck between like a rock and a hard place as to what I should convey to you and what I shouldn't. One thing that I did state when the fight was starting is the water in the area seems to have turned into a bit of a vortex.
Got it. Okay. I can only go off of impulse actions. I can't think things through. So instead, after I swung and saw that it wasn't doing anything to it, or turned my attention to the statues, since Karun said to destroy the statues, and it's the only thing I can think of without going to critical thinking. So I will run over here as a 1, 2, 3 third action. And for my 4th action, I will swing at the statue. That is a number 2. It's a 19.
Okay. You strike out at this fountain. Let me see here. make some judgment calls. Okay. Malavik, your greatsword swings and you connect with the statue. This thing is not terribly hard. You definitely do some damage to it. You don't like swing through it or anything. You've done a considerable amount of damage to it though. You see it, you've taken out a chunk.
Okay. That's into my turn.
Okay.
You just hear me going, "Rah, rah," just trying to take out the statue.
Excellent. It sounds like Malavik's chopping down a tree, basically, with his greatsword. Definitely not what that greatsword's meant for. Gonna need a little bit of sharpening after this. Pholebis swings her whole body around towards Malavik. How dare you? And Malavik, you can feel this, like, voice, like... It's not loud at first, but like as it reverberates through the room, it gets louder and louder. You can feel this like cold sensation on your back. I need you to make a will save for me.
As I hear it reverberating, do I sense any ley lines around?
You do not.
Very good. Will save. 26.
Oh! Fuck yeah! Okay, buddy.
I don't know if that's a fuck yeah to me. Do I need to reroll?
I think that is good. No.
Huh?
Nope.
Nope, as in what?
That is
Not
a
good.
fail.
Oh, well. Is it too late to reroll? Actually, you know what? Nah, let's get it. Keep it.
Malavik, you are charmed.
Oh, shh. That's not good.
Mm-hmm. You now develop a friendly attitude towards Pholebis, and you cannot use hostile actions against Pholebis.
I'll just keep chopping at this damn statue.
Okay. That's two of her actions. Another action is going to be... let's see. We got two more attacks, or an attack and a move. Let's do this. There is a... And you don't see the Naiad Queen do this. This is water that sort of comes up from the fountain that she's sitting in. It looks like a fist, and it just goes to deck you, Arcelia.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's a 20 to hit.
It does not hit.
Okay. And then I think what we'll do is... Let's see here.
The fist collides with my shield as I lift it up, and water splashes over me.
Okay. So I'm assuming that the way that the haste works is like any of the actions can be one of those hasted actions or whatever, right?
Yeah, as long as it's one of the strikes or movements, correct.
Yeah. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and do this? I think it's time to stun somebody else. Karun. Let's see. I think we're gonna have Pholebis focus her beauty upon you. I'm going to need you to make a will save.
Is this an emotional effect that I will be having?
Yes. Emotion, enchantment, incapacitation, mental, primal, and visual.
Then it seems that Felonius's pitiful attempts, her feeble beauty, is unmatched. For I have seen dark and terrible things, far greater scenes of apocalyptic doom brought to me from my dearly beloved Joanna.
Still need you to make a will save. You get a +1 on this roll.
I thought it was immunity.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Never mind.
Yeah. Unfortunately, 23 is not enough. Karun.
Oh.
You are stunned 1.
Ow, stop it.
Would a 24 be? Because that doesn't include the 1.
No, I rolled a 26 and it wasn't enough.
Okay. That was for charm. That was different, but wanted to check.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the same DC.
oh, true.
Okay. You are stunned 1.
If I... Oh, alright. Got it.
Stunned 1. Okay, that's it for Pholebis' turn. It's your turn now, Karun.
This only means I get 2 actions, yes?
Correct.
Now, I'm here, standing before this fountain, and I just want to make sure there's not like an off switch that I'm missing.
Yeah. Sure. This would be a perception check. You're kind of looking around, trying to find it.
Alright,
It's going to cost you an action to do this.
that's fine. And I'm not just looking for an off switch. If I use an action, I want to know that there's not any kind of thing
Yeah.
I could, so any kind of valve inside, or how does she turn them off? Does she leave them on? That's a really high water bill.
Perception check, please.
Perception. Perceive.
This is magic.
Alright. Then I will insert my spigot.
Okay. Insert the spigot.
I
Assume
too have magic.
turn it off. I assume you turn it off.
That's right, yes. Show that beautiful jiggly
Fountain
woman
stops!
who's boss. I'll show that beautiful lady.
That damn beautiful creature in beguiling me with her beauty.
Teach her to be so
Bowdy.
gorgeous all the time and kissable.
It's like high school all over again. Okay, that's it for your turn. This fountain has stopped spewing forth water. Arashak.
Yes. I run away with all of my actions.
Excellent. Take a hero point, Arashak. As hilarious as that sounds.
Taken. 4, 5.
Is
And-
this
Oh, there we go.
is this lizard crossing a desert level of running away?
Are you going like?
Rashtak's frills have opened. He's like walking across the water. Tongue lolling out behind.
Yeah, just full screen. No, actually, it looks incredibly determined. I'm able to actually 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10.
Oh, and Karun, take a hero point as well, by the way.
25. I can move up to the water wheel, and I pull out the pup tent as my final action.
Okay. Karun, did you hear me? I said you can take a hero
I
point
did.
as well.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yara, I need a fortitude save.
21.
Okay. It's fucking cold down there.
All right.
you're- You look like you're getting flushed down a toilet right now.
Yes. Now, I'm not grappled at this point, yes? Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that. I'm going to go ahead then and attempt to try and swim up, I suppose. I don't know. I don't have a swim speed, so I'm not sure
This
if
will be
I'm
an
able to
athletics check.
flounder. All right.
Because inside this vortex, it has gotten significantly harder to swim.
All right, that is a 15.
This is what happens when you fuck around in the water temple. Okay. You are not able to climb out of the water.
I'm just trying to weigh my options now since I only have one action. I'll try again. That is an 8. I'm stuck.
Oof. Okay.
And that is my turn, since I believe unless I'm far down below water, I'm still within 30 feet. But if I am 5 or more feet below water, then I am out of her range.
At the end of this turn, you will be.
All right.
You are no longer stunned at this point. But that vortex is still a-swirling, unfortunately. Okay. The Fist of Ragadahn really likes you down there. It's gonna try and smash you into the ice. Another wave is headed your way. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, shit. For 17 bludgeoning damage. You're sort of, you're taking like this Coriolis effect, basically. You're swimming around, trying to climb out of the water, and it just kind of, it's like a riptide. You're sort of you're pushed down a further 5 feet.
All right.
And then it will do it again. Oof.
Yep, that hits. It's not critical, though.
29 for 17 bludgeoning damage again.
I have 6 HP.
Oof. Push down another 5 feet. And third wave.
Yep, that hits.
22 to hit. Yara is smashed yet again into the ice underneath the water. You see bubbles. Yara is unconscious and drowning underneath the surface of the water. This is not good. Yara, I think because you are underwater while this happens, it's dying too. Celia, it's your turn.
Upon seeing Malefic go instead towards the statue, the fountain. Fuck! I begin to run towards where I see Yara has gone. And I will... As I'm running towards it, do I get the sense it is possible for me to dive in?
Yes.
That's exactly what I do. 5, 10, 15. I dive in and I will try to go seek out Yara.
Yeah, Yara's about 15 feet down.
All right. Then I assume I'll have to use my second action to try to get to Yara.
Yes.
Very good. That'll be the end of my turn. As I dive in without a second thought, seeking to reach out to her through this twisting, frigid water.
You are having trouble swimming in, by the way.
Yes, I know. That doesn't matter now.
Okay. Malefic. You're hacking away at this fountain.
I am just hacking away until I see images of Yara drowning flash before my eyes.
Oh, you absolutely do. You're flooded with these snapshots of water and this fear and panic just rushing through Arcelia. That's the only thing on my mind.
It just makes me even more pissed off, and I'll try to take the statue out and then run towards them. It's a crit.
Okay, and this was towards the Fist of Ragadahn?
No, the statue.
Oh, the statue. Yeah, you slice that thing up, man. Water just kind of splashes outwards. The statue is destroyed, and you hear Pholebis say, My dear friend, what are you doing? I need your help.
Help. Help. And it just jogs my memory to help Yara. Instead. So then I will run. My second action. Now, even though I get movement speed the same as I do as I'm on land while in water now, tell me what I need to do.
Forget about your life boosts as well.
Yes. No, I thought about it before this round, and then you made it difficult for me to think. Okay. All right, +6.
I did that? I'm pretty sure you all did that.
Okay, anyway, I will go in and save Yara. All right. So, you said she's 15 feet down.
Yep.
I have 2 actions left. I will dive down and attempt to grab Yara.
Okay, I need an athletics check.
I will re-roll that.
Okay, 16 getting re-rolled.
26.
Okay, 15 feet down. Grab Yara. You can pull her 5 feet up.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
That'll be the end of my turn. So I guess I need to be inside this thing.
You're still hasted if you remember that, and that can be used for movement.
Yeah, I used all of
you
it.
used it all? All right, I missed that. Sorry.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, Pholebis is flat-footed right now. This is the 3rd round now. It's on Yara's turn. Okay, so that's 2. Okay, let's see. Everybody's dived into the water. I think Pholebis.
Except for Karun.
Yeah. Pholebis will turn her attentions towards you, Karun. As she moves over here to the edge of the fountain and will...
I love you.
Oh, that would be just mean if I did that.
But
Good
we're
thing
in
you don't
love.
have to then.
That would be so mean if I did that.
But we are in love.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, shit.
She gives tender little smoochies, yes?
This is one creature that I can do this against. And I do not need to see them. Okay. Okay, we'll save that. Okay, first things first. There will be an aqueous fist that is formed from the water in the fountain. And,
whoa. We should have a date first.
and will strike out to try and hit you, Karun. That is a crit with a 37.
Haha, that will never. Ow! Oh, ouch.
For 22 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, thank you.
That was a very low roll for the damage. But you are struck. Just this bursting forth of water strikes you hard in the face, Karun. It's almost like getting hit by one of those water jets. And then it will try and strike you from the side, and will try and punch you in the stomach for a second attack. 16 is a miss, I assume.
Does not hit.
Okay. The second fist you manage to dodge out of the way. And then Pholebis says, "How dare you defile the Water Lord's fountains!" And as she says this, the reverberation begins to shake the temple itself. and you can see all these ripples begin to form as a tidal surge begins to flow along the water channels. And Will,
I have not yet begun to defile.
I think we're gonna go ahead and push Malavik down into the water further. Now, let me see. I'm pretty sure this will also break the charm.
With Yara in my
Hostile actions do
Arms.
break charm, yes.
Yep. But we'll push, or attempt to push you, I should say. Let's see. This is a... I'm gonna assume this is a fortitude save. Yeah, it's fortitude save. There it is.
Is there any way that I could
re-rolling.
potentially, by being in the way, just directionally, that I provide a circumstance bonus for this save?
Yeah.
As the water breaks on me instead.
Yeah. Either way, I'm re-rolling that. It'll be a 21 if I get a bonus, I guess.
Unfortunately, that is a fail.
I figured.
You are pushed down 5 feet. Oh,
Okay, so
wait, I'm
back-
sorry. Hold on. No, 10 feet because you were in water.
Oh. Alright. So me and Yara are down 10 feet. Oh god. Okay. Alright.
The water is very turbulent underneath. It's like you're dealing with riptides, basically. Arcelia, Yara, Malavik. You see, it's almost like you're in the circle of the center of like a tornado or something. You're seeing each other like sort of spin around, and you're trying to like grab each other and steady yourself, pushing against like the ice flows and whatnot underneath the water. But you feel yourselves like getting pulled down. You see Malavik sink deeper with Yara. Okay. That's one action. Okay. Okay. Let me just double check this. Alrighty. You can see more wounds begin to close up. Arun, it's your turn.
First of all, I am very hurt and betrayed by this woman emotionally. I thought we had something special, and I am now realizing that perhaps we just need to be a little more persistent. Perhaps I was not good enough of a partner. I should have listened more. Anyway, is the water level lowering at all?
Yes, it is.
Is this having any impact whatsoever on my friends?
Not immediately.
Is anything happening with the other fountain? Was
The other
Malavik
fountain has
successful?
stopped.
It has stopped. So both of them have stopped.
Yep.
All right. In what other ways could I defile it? Perhaps I could defile it further. There is no switch or knob or anything here.
I want to tell you stuff, but like I feel like if I tell you anything, it will be an indicator of what you should do. So I'm trying not to do
Immediately
that.
exploited. All right.
I will say that there is a very visible glass statue that is in this
I
thing.
know. I'm trying to figure out what a good way to defile it would be, and I have a feeling that, given all of the different elixirs I have at my disposal, surely something could be of use here. I would like to do this. I would like to uncap the very same elixir that the last Fae was incredibly charmed by.
Okay.
Because I made sure to carry that with me everywhere I go. And so I will uncap this. And I will give it a little Just like lick a little bit on the top. Just get a little bit in my mouth. And I will just toss it right into the fountain.
Boom.
I would like to uncap another one.
Okay.
And I would just like to offer it to the fae in front of me. It's like, look, this is a lot of effort and work and everything, but we could have we have something special. Like we could be chilling right here, you and I. Think about it. Instead of all of this drama, we could just sit back, have one of these.
Who doesn't love a little bit of drama?
Yeah, but it's a lot better with this stuff, trust me. Look, I've been with Faye before.
I don't think that you have.
Oh, I definitely have. And they love it. Oh,
She caresses your cheek.
can I splash a little bit on her just so she can taste it?
Sure, as an action.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. You have used both of your actions.
That's my turn.
You make this naiad that is protective of these waters more wet.
Same.
Because of the potion, you disgusting, disgusting pervert!
We hear bubbling up from the water. I hear it.
Yeah, it was no.
My
We don't.
next turn, I will be rolling for schmoochies.
Yeah, really, we didn't see any bubbles come up from yours. Just the big one that happened. You know, when she got knocked unconscious and is now dying.
Yeah, but also was
The
able to
water
tell us
level
we're
is
pervs,
lowering, and now
important.
the water that's left is full of drugs.
Arashta, it's your turn.
Yes, I am here. I have a pup tent out. I'd like to jam this wheel with it. Get it all tangled up with the tops and things and ropes from the pup tent.
Sure. Crafting check.
Craft? Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Yes. A 22.
Ah, man. You see the water just like flowing around the wheel. It's like trying to turn. It's just getting like. You hear the wood fibers straining. There's probably a little bit of tearing. Yeah, it's stopped.
It's locked.
Really doing
Good.
it. You can definitely hear the wood fibers straining. Sounds like it will probably break the axle.
I'd like the wood axle not to break. I want it to stop the water, and I have just the thing for that.
Physics is
As
a bitch.
Yes. You know what's great with physics? Leverage. I pull out one of the driftwood pieces I have in my bag and jam it in further for my third and final action.
Okay.
As a wedge, essentially, to continue to lock this thing into place.
Okay. So yeah, the what will happen when you do this? Where are you putting this?
So I'm trying to so I'm on the edge. I want to kind of the driftwood was pretty long, if I remember, and I want to put it in through one of the spokes that's now stopped, and kind of wedge it like that, at an angle into the wheel.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna... I mean, it'll probably, reinforce the axle a little bit, but probably not by much. The main issue here is that the water is still flowing right now, and the water wheel is slatted, right? So
yes.
It's trying to move like this, and it's all based on this axle that is essentially... let's call it maybe 8 inches in diameter, something like that. So you can definitely do this. This will definitely help reinforce things and stop the wheel, but the axle's still being strained right now.
This. Oh, but that's... I don't care about that. I'm not gonna do that. If it breaks, it just flows down a bit and then gets stuck 10 feet farther away. And is gonna block the water regardless if the axle breaks. Water can't push all of that through a 90-degree angle.
Potentially.
So I'm not going to budge it. I want the axle to break.
Okay.
Because I can't stop an axle from breaking.
Okay.
So that's only one action then from tossing the pup. Then I'm going to yell, "Bring Yara to me!"
You're underwater.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Yara!
That's what I yell. Let's see.
Was there any other action? Sorry, Russ.
Oh, I was only one action to throw the pup tent since I didn't do the others. So, gods. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let me see. I'm looking here. One movement. That's one action. I am doing that. I'm gonna move away farther. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That is my turn.
Alrighty. Rashtak runs further. Yara. Okay. You are currently dying 2. You need to make a roll here. This is a flat d20. When you are dying 2, this increases the difficulty, I believe, by 5 each time. Let me just confirm on that.
I think it increases it by 1 each time. Yeah, 10 plus current dying value.
Okay, yeah. 10 plus current dying value. Thank you. Okay, so right now, you need to try and beat a 12 with a flat d20 roll.
All right. 14.
You're still dying 2. Actually, you are also drowning. I think that might make it dying 3. Let me double check. I'm sorry, I know this is brutal. This is the way it would have happened. Let me double check here. Drowning rules. Drowning and suffocation. You can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to blah, 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 but you're unconscious. When you run out of air, you fall unconscious and start suffocating. You can't recover from being unconscious and must attempt a DC 20 fortitude save at the end of each of your turns. On a failure, you take 1d10 damage, and on a critical failure, you die. On each check after the first, the DC increases by 5 and the damage by 1d10. These increases are cumulative. Once your access to air is restored, you stop suffocating and are no longer unconscious. Oh boy. Since it's a normal success, she'd lower her dying value by 1. So that... Does that mean, since she is currently drowning and suffocating, because she's underwater as she's knocked unconscious, that this would mean that she's still at dying 2?
Oh, go down 1 and then back up 1 is what you're thinking? Because otherwise she would take damage. And since she's at unconscious already, she can't take damage. Not worse, not better.
This is one of those complex Pathfinder questions that would be difficult to figure out.
Oh, if she fails the...
But she's already unconscious and drowning.
DC 20, right? Is that what you said?
It said a fortitude save, but that's taking damage while to drown, not go unconscious. Might be, this is a weird situation, might be a you call whack.
You have 5+ cons rounds worth of air when you go underwater, and typically lose 1 air at the end of your turn.
Oh.
But she's unconscious. So that's why I'm a little weirded out by this.
The thing that you can make the rules.
All right.
To make sense.
I feel like as soon as you get knocked unconscious, you let that air out, and you're underwater, so it's not like you can get that back.
Unless I try to pump air into her. But then
I think it's an auto fail on that check. So I think I'm just going to move you back up. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make it. You're dying 2 right now, Yara. I think. Yeah. So you succeeded, and then you fall back down to dying 2. That's going to be my ruling for this, I think.
Okay.
Yes. So thank you everybody coming in from the Pumpkinberry raid. You've joined us at a very tense time, as currently Yara is contending with a water creature that has pulled her into the water and successfully knocked her unconscious. She's unconscious and drowning underneath the water. Malavik and Arcelia have dived in to try to rescue her, but are currently contending with a whirling vortex of water that's seemingly pulling them down deeper into the water. She's just succeeded on a recovery roll, but is still drowning and maintaining her dying status.
Now, at the end of my turn, the impending doom would take effect on the 3rd round from when it was cast. So, the Pholebis will be frightened 1, and it will take 13 mental damage.
Okay. Out of my head! Okay. All right, folks. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. We've got Arcelia, Malavik, and Yara underneath the water. Malavik has been pushed down deeper into the water, grabbing Yara, and this creature known as the Fist of Ragadahn is currently fighting against Yara, Malavik, and Arcelia. This living waterfall will try and attack. And I think what we're going to do here is I'm going to roll a die, and we're going to see what happens. We shall leave it up to the dice. This will be my, I think these are my steampunk ones or my elven. Hold on.
Can you choose the ones that roll really terribly?
I like that one, yes. That's my favorite.
Well, I'll use my elven dice. Okay. Wait, this is 4. This is what I need.
Yeah, my elven dice suck.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna see who gets attacked. Okay, that is a reroll. I rolled a 4. Another 4. Another 4.
That means it misses, right?
Another 4. 4 fours in a row. 4 fours in a row.
Out of actions.
It takes a nap.
There's a 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It will attack you, Malavik.
If it hits, I have to let go of Yara. Or do I have to make a check to see if I hold on to her or not?
We're about to find out.
All right.
That is a 31 to hit.
That is not a crit, but it does hit.
Okay. For 19 bludgeoning damage. Malavik, you're tossed into another ice flow as you hold on to Yara. Please make a fortitude save.
22.
Ooh, that's gonna be close. Let me see. That is a success. You hang on to Yara. Okay, you are pushed down 5 feet.
What am I at now? 15, 20?
You are
the
down
surface.
15.
Okay.
'Cause you pulled Yara up and then got
Yeah,
knocked back
and
down.
the surface is 15 feet up.
Yeah, 15 feet up.
Okay, got it.
Okay,
know.
next attack. This will be against Arcelia.
All right.
28 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 15 bludgeoning damage. Arcelia, you are pulled upwards 5 feet. Away from them.
Don't like that.
Okay. And I'm gonna say you guys have moved down enough. This creature has had to move down to follow you, so this is that was the last of its actions. Trying to be as fair as I can because this is a very bad situation.
If that's the case, then I will raise my amulet to reduce the damage that I just took
Okay.
by
2 plus your level, so 7.
7 damage. Yes.
Okay. That is it for the Fist of Ragadahn's turn, the Living Waterfall. It is your turn, Arcelia.
I would like to use. I have a question. Am I far enough away that I no longer am stunned?
Yes, you are no longer
Excellent.
stunned.
Excellent. Oh, I can't take that off. All right. That's interesting that it works like that. I think it's like per person. Oh. Double stun. All right, I'll let you deal with that.
You're stunning.
I would like to use all of my actions, my movement, everything that I possibly can to help this situation. I take the blow and it does not dissuade me as I reach down and try to reach out for Malavik and Yara to try to pull them up.
Okay. And con modifiers, Arcelia and Malavik?
1.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Fair enough. And I'm sorry, Arcelia, I think you have one more action?
Yes. Essentially, I would like to try to pull them up as much as I can.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Very good. That
That's
is
a natural.
natural
30.
20 for 30.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say you are able to grab Malavik and pull him 5 feet.
Excellent.
You had to make an athletics check just to swim, by the way, but because you got a crit, I allowed you to move close enough to grab Malavik and pull both of them 5 feet. 10 feet from the surface of the water right now.
Though I may feel my bones shivering, the chill creeping into my core, I just will myself against it. My friends are in danger. I will do anything to save them. That's my turn.
Okie dokie. Pholebis is going to continue beating the shit out of Karun with...
Wait. I don't get to go?
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Your turn.
Save Yara here. Alright, I added
The
plus...
premonition of the future, and I am terrified.
Are you though?
Hit the button. I hit the button twice. Very anxious.
Okay.
Don't forget your life boost.
Yeah, I added it. There's a vortex going on, and I'm assuming there's no way I can uncap anything in the water because it'll just flow out. So with that, I will... Okay, explain to me how this works underwater. is an action a full movement of 5, or can I move my full movement in one action?
So your swim speed, I think, is half your normal speed.
My swim speed is the same as it is on land.
So
Which is
say
20.
say again what you're trying to do.
25, excuse me.
You're trying,
I'm trying to get Yara the hell out of there.
So it's 5 feet when you're pulling somebody in this system.
Per action.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're 10 feet from the surface. I have 4 actions. I'm getting Yara out of there.
You also have to try to swim against the current. There's an athletics check that is required.
Okay.
So if you have
Alright.
swim speed, that will help you out.
Yes.
All right. So I need to make an athletics check. 22.
Okay. You swim and you are able to pull Yara 5 feet.
I have to make one more. 27.
You pull Yara to the surface.
Come on. And I still have 2 actions. One to drag Yara 5 feet away. Actually, are we on? You said we're on the surface now, right?
Yes.
But we're still in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, well. Okay, one action to pull Yara away. I'm assuming here. And my last action, I am going to use a potion on her belt or the water from She Who Walks. I believe she still has. And uncap it. I don't know if I can do 2 actions. I mean, I don't know if it takes 2 actions to pour, but I will uncap it. And if it does take 2 actions, it's better for me to pull her further away from this damn thing. I would assume.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna pull her on land over here.
Okay.
I think that's a spot. Yeah.
You pull Yara on land.
Arastak! I'll just scream out, and that'll be it.
I've got it!
Rostok says he's running in the other direction.
No, yeah, okay, I got you, yeah.
Okay. That is it for your turn, Malik. How long does haste last, by the way? Is it a minute?
10 rounds.
1 minute, 10 rounds, yes.
Okay. Pholebis. Oh boy. Let's see. Best move for Pholebis right now. By the way, Arcelia, I'm just gonna move you here because you're still under the water.
How far down am I under the
10
water?
feet.
10 feet, okay.
And I would have moved Yara behind. Is this a wall? What is this?
Yeah, it's a driftwood. Okay. It's like a driftwood wall. The way that I see it is Yara's like half on land, like half, legs like in the water or something.
Oh, okay.
There's just not that much space there.
Yeah, I know. Her little feet seems to be cold. Oh well.
My toe beans.
Right now, unfortunately, that's a lesser concern. Right? Okay. Karun, you're going to see an aqueous fist form and get ready to slug you. You hear Pholebis yell, defiling the temple of the Water Lord, Ragadahn will not forgive you! As this fist of water forms, it strikes out towards you, Karun.